Hope you guys enjoyed the do-do-do. Well, that's it. No more. So, what's going on, Skim? Welcome. I got a co-caster now. We're good to go.
Hey, man. I'm psyched.
Psyched? I'm psyched.
It's going to be, hopefully, another really good game 2. Fuck, game 1 was pretty good as well. So, it's a lot on the line. I mean, Cloud9 is already through, but I believe if ASUS.Polar wins this, they make it to the offline offline LAN finals. So, yeah, there's
10 seconds remaining.
everything to play for ASUS.
I am insanely excited for this match, especially since we got to see some Phantom Lancer, as well as Bone 7 having a really tough time on the Phoenix, man. I don't know if you caught that game, but Phoenix was struggling quite a bit, and Illidan's silencer pick too. It was working out pretty well to start. It just late game got RP'd over and over again by Fada.
Yeah, I think the draft, or like the way ASUS.Polar played, was pretty smart. I think they realized that Phoenix is a big threat, or C9's Phoenix is a big threat, and I think teams either want to ban it or want to play against or like around it, and I think they did it in a good way. And the silence is also a really good pick to just, you know, shut down the big team fight potential from C9 that they usually run. But then again, you can't just bring it down to the draft, because C9 is a really good team right now that can just outplay you as well. So
yeah, they're undefeated this month and looking really good. And they previously beat ASUS 3-0, so maybe gonna look to make it a 5-0 in total.
oh, that would be brutal, man. I mean, effectively eliminating ASUS.Polar from 2 events, the Summit and Star Ladder. That would be so brutal.
Yeah, that would suck, honestly. But let's get into this draft right now. We got Sniper banned out with the Night Stalker. Night Stalker a little bit more up and coming. I've seen a lot of roaming support Night Stalkers do quite a bit of work. Mainly S Queen. But the Wisp and the Phoenix gonna follow suit afterwards, giving a lot of respect to Bone 7, as well as Big Daddy No Tail with that IO play, and they just get the troll straight up from Cloud9.
Yeah, as I said before, like teams either put the Phoenix through, they usually see some sort of like really good support setup that can zone out the Phoenix and make sure that he has a living hell on his offlane, but they decide to ban it.
Whoa.
And they pick a Lina and Treant. Wow, interesting.
You would never think that fire and trees would go well together, but this combination does. I like seeing the rush of the Treant Ags. If that happens, like it did with Secret yesterday, they had such a wonderful game with that Treant. Like, that was insane how farmed. I believe it was Puppy playing Tree, but yeah, Lina just been so dominant as of late with the Yules in mid, and even as a support, she's pretty damn strong.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be a core Lina. Illidan really likes to run with Lina. Even G plays a really mean Lina, so I think it's a good pickup for now. It's very versatile because, again, they can run in mid lane, even the safe lane if they want to, so they're pretty flexible in that regard. And Treant Protector, what do you think? Is this going to be a support or offlane Treant? Because ASUS.Polar has run both.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it'll be an off lane. I think he'll be roaming around just a bit, and maybe they pick someone who can leave the safe lane and go roam around and gank a bit and let Treant just farm.
Yeah, it's all possible. And Cloud9 go with the Zeus. So both Envy and Fada get their signature heroes. And quite frankly, Fada on this Zeus lately, it's incredible how much work he does. And very often you actually see him at the top of the net worth chart because he's playing so insanely well, getting kills right and left, and also farming quite efficiently. So it's going to be a really tough game for them.
All right, so now we hit the next phase of the bans. I like seeing the Zeus. It's going to be good to reveal the Treant just a little bit later on in the game and be annoying for him. But there's the Skyref, there's the Lion. Where's the Earthshaker ban? Because Misery's Earthshaker was doing really well, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is like a 5 support kind of ban thing from ASUS, because those supports were controlling the game so damn hard. No Tail's Enigma too. Even though there wasn't too many black holes that game, still the Malefices, his split pushing, just really annoying.
Yeah, and Earthshaker in general is a good hero against... Well, it's a good hero to shut down the mid lane, for example. Like, if you want to gank the mid lane, having the Fisher making sure that the mid laner can't really run back or can't escape is pretty good. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it, but at the same time, it's not really something you definitely want to ban out. I think there's other heroes that you want to take out first. You want to make sure that You know, for example, the Lion is really annoying with with his
seconds
disable and his
remaining.
insane nuking power, considering how squishy Lina is. So I think
5
you kind of
seconds
want to take that
remaining.
away, considering how they already have Zeus. And I wouldn't be surprised to see something like a AA ban because yeah, there it is. C9 they really like to run this dual
Radiant
combo with the
team,
Zeus and
pick.
AA because it's pretty disgusting. If the AA ult hits on 2 heroes, they're pretty much dead. Or like any
Yep.
hero, they're dead. So
Counter out Treant Armor 2 would be
yeah,
pretty annoying.
exactly.
And we could see a good mech carry out come out next for ASUS.Polar. So
Oh yeah, they definitely need one. A
the
mech and a
SF
pipe,
probably.
ideally. Could be, yeah, could be an SF game. But then at the same time, you'd have two cores that are really
10
squishy before
seconds
they get a
remaining.
BKB. Like Lina and SF, before they get a BKB or even like stats
5
items, they're
seconds
pretty squishy.
remaining.
Sure, they build towards stats items, but I wouldn't run the dual combo against a troll and a Zeus who can burst you
Reserve
down quite
time.
quickly. So, um, I wouldn't love to see the SF, but at the same time, I guess it could fit here.
Okay. What else? What else do you think would be better than the SF then? Seeing us, I don't know actually.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of Magnus.
Take the mag away instead. Why not?
Fire team.
That I didn't see coming.
They got a bit of the
Because
wombo combo themselves now with the overgrowth and RP.
yeah, Cloud9 likes to do this actually, like picking a Zeus early to fake a Feta hero, basically, or not to fake a Feta hero, but to leave the possibility open to still pick another mid hero. Like they also like to run Zeus as support on Big Daddy, and I guess ASUS.Polar thought to themselves, well, let's pick the mag this time ourselves. Maybe beat them with their
10
own weapons.
seconds remaining.
And they take away the empower potential for trolls, so
5 seconds
why
remaining.
not? Next pick up here with the Zeus support wise. I wanted to see Misery's Earthshaker again,
Reserve time.
but wouldn't put it past them to pick something else. And with that Bristleback band too, that's an interesting band to say the least. It'd be near impossible to kill a Bristle with the Triad armor too, especially against troll. But they go for the Shadow Shaman. More rat. Are we ready to rat this game out
Radiant
again?
team, pick.
Oh, they have so much red potential with the
Yeah.
Troll ult and the Shadow Shaman ult. I think it's right now where ASUS.Polar they have to realize that there's so much potential there. I mean they have already pretty good D-push with the Lina and Magnus, but Spirit Breaker.
All right, some SB action coming in too. Can we see the Ags with the Magnus RP? Just get AoE Nether Strikes. Why not? I just like thinking about that. It's just so much fun. I just want to see a Lion too, but it's banned away, and the dream is dead. But Cloud9 with the Shadow Shaman already setting themselves up for some good push. Fada could play the troll mid, if anything, and we could see like Terrorblade come out for EE at this point too, if they want to commit hard to what they did last game and do the side lanes. He could even do PL again.
10
But
seconds remaining.
there's the Bat Rider pickup too. He kind of slips and slides his way through the band phases as well, and C9 are more than happy to go for lots of picks.
C9 have such a well-run lineup right now. Like they have a lot of push potential. They have so much gank, burst. If they play it right, I think they're gonna. This is gonna be a really
10
rough game for
seconds
ASUS.Polar,
remaining.
just because there's gonna be like you have to be wary of every hero
5
missing. Shadow
seconds
Shaman by
remaining.
himself can gank pretty well with just the help of like Bat Rider or even the Zeus just being back at the base. So, then there's the Earthshaker ban.
Oh, no, all right.
Aww.
No. All right. So, I mean, Enigma could come out again. I wouldn't be surprised if not Bone 7. If Big Daddy No Tail took that one. Bandwise, what else does Asus need right now? They
10
need
seconds
a hardcore, no? The Lita can't fill that role. The SB won't fill that, so.
5 seconds remaining.
What else would fit with them? They're not going to go for an AM. They're not going to go Naga.
Reserve time.
Combo with the Mag, you need to solid right clicker. Juggernaut is still there. And Slark still for Illidan, if anything.
I mean, it's ASUS.Polar and it's Illidan. I've seen them run a lot worse drafts with a Slark, so I don't really like a Slark here necessarily because
He can break the shackles. He can break the lasso.
yeah, he can break all that stuff. I suppose that's true actually, and Shadow Shaman and Zeus are very squishy as well. So if he does find them, he can almost easily kill them.
Radiant
But
team, pick.
at the same time, if he gets caught out, there he
it
is.
Yeah.
It was a really fast pick as well.
Yeah, he's like,
They
just give me
weren't-
Slark.
Yeah, they weren't even thinking about it. I can imagine Illidan in the team speak like, guys, I wanna play Slark. Give me
But in
Slark."
Russian, don't forget that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you know how to speak Russian, but yeah.
No, not even remotely.
All right, so C9's last pick. What do we got? You already have Batrider going to the jungle. I mean, there's still an Axe on the board too. Axe is not too bad at dealing with the Slark. You can call him through most of his Shadow Dance.
10 seconds remaining.
Jeez. I still feel like a Terrorblade wouldn't be too bad. And they haven't really picked an EE hero just yet. Although
Well,
Fada can
Troll-
play Zeus and Troll for EE, but...
Yeah, Troll is a typical EE hero, but at the same time, yeah, you're right. They could technically still pick an EE hero. I'd actually think the Terrorblade would be good here as well. Just because I think Zeus and Shadow Shaman as support are already strong enough. I don't think they need another support. Like, I don't think they need a different support. So I think, yeah, running the Troll mid could be something that... Well, Fada has done it quite often.
10 seconds
The infamous...
remaining.
Well, not the infamous, but the famous Troll and
Oh,
mech.
the BM. Oh, the Fada Beastmaster. Woo! We got to see him do some seriously good work with that in one of his matches he played. So the mid Beastmaster. Interesting. You got Roar, you can line a lot of stuff up with that Roar too. You can surround him with the wards, you get the pull off, just blow him up with the Zeus ultis, so I'm ready for this game. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, and this just adds to their ganking potential as well. Fada, he likes to play it very aggressively, and with the Beastmaster, they like to buy early Boots of Travels. I wouldn't even be surprised to see Boots of Travel first on Batrider before he even goes Blink. Just because you have so much ganking potential, you're very mobile, and you make sure that, you know, you're a threat around the map, so... yeah, I like this pickup a
10
lot. I
seconds
think Fada is
remaining.
probably the best Beastmaster player around because he micros his board
5
really well. He
seconds
micros the
remaining.
bird really well. He makes sure that he has vision all over the map, and at the same time, he's really dominant on the lane. So, gonna be an interesting game for sure.
Boom. Yeah. So let's do the introductions real quick. From the ASUS side, we got FNG playing your Treant Protector. DK Phobos going to be going offlane on the Spirit Breaker. We got G on the Mag. Lil will be playing the Lena. And then Illidan Storm Rage, more like Illidan Slark Rage, will be playing the Slark. How about the C9 side?
Well, we have Eternal Envy after all on the Troll Warlord. We have Fada on the Beastmaster, probably, well, most likely playing mid. Then there's Big Daddy No Tail on the Zeus. We have Misery on the Shadow Shaman, and on the offlane it's Bone 7 on the Batrider, already, you know, destroying a few trees and planting a very crucial ward to prevent the pull through from the Radiant side.
Yeah, that pull would destroy him in lanes, so he'll at least let them get the little pull, but that'll stack up the wave and he'll be fine like that. So we got little shenanigans coming out as they try to kill off this war with the level 1 Thunderbolt. They keep missing up on the high ground, but they finally got it. All right, and that's pretty crucial, losing that war this early.
Yeah, like in the early game, you kind of want every vision, as much vision as you can, especially with like Shadow Shaman around, because Shadow Shaman is one of these really good gankers early on, and you can see Misery went straight for the boots first. So this is going to be really difficult for them now because G has to play around the fact that he doesn't have any vision whatsoever on the top half of the map. On bottom lane, yeah, they concede the bounty rune and probably give it to, they give it to Fada.
Yeah, give him the best chance in the mid lane. Why not? And rush out his bottle ASAP. They do the same for G, and it seems to be the pretty much standard thing to do is give your mid lane. Unless you have an IO, you give him the rune and he gets the early bottle. But either way, this is going to be game 2. C9 lead 1-0 in this set. It's a best of 3, so we'll see if ASUS can keep their dreams alive. But for now, C9 this month just looking like unstoppable monsters. Looking like a crazily good team.
Yep, and looks like ASUS is actually running an aggressive tri lane. I like this a lot, considering that Shadow Shaman is, well, I guess he's still a good lane partner, sort of, but at the same time, we kind of want to gank with him, and this way you keep constant vision on the top lane, you know where the supports are, you know if they're missing, and you can also apply a lot of pressure on these supports because they're really squishy as well. So with these tanky heroes such as Treant and Spirit Breaker, you make sure that if you do gank them, or, well, if you get ganked anyway, you don't die as easily.
Oh man, there's a lot of good roam potential for Phobos too. Lil can take this lane no problem. I believe just using the rage and dragon slamming the waves down. A little bit of a scuffle while FNG controls his woods, making sure that nobody's getting any pulls off or anything like that. And that's gonna help so much.
Big Daddy No Tail lost like half his health with like 3 punches or something. This just goes to show how strong this Treant is.
He clobbers you for what, like 80? Yeah, 80 at level 1, 85 actually. He's gonna leech shield too and chase down. Look at this. 1 smack, 2 smack.
If there was a charge on the Spirit Breaker, Big Daddy No Tail could have been dead.
Yeah.
So he has to be really careful with this as soon as Spirit Breaker hits level 2. And oh, Misery, he's trying to get the career, but I think they know this. They have to know this because they don't see him at all. Oh no, they don't.
Ooh,
And
Misery.
bye-bye,
Yeah, that's 1100 value on that. Oh man.
so disgusting. A bottle and boots. I'm not even sure who the boots were for. Both for G.
Yeah, both
G had
for
both.
G.
Yeah, this is so. This is so horrible. And they even TP FNG bottom lane and they don't get anything done. So a lot of gold wasted or gained for Cloud9, I should say.
All right, so Phobos is level 2 now. He's been doing the charging. A little bit of a damage exchange there onto EE. And G's lane is kind of lost from this point. Without those boots, without his bottle, he's got to wait so long and rely on just the one pooled tango he has left. So Vada's gonna have his way, and oopsie, I forgot to line up the last hits. There we go. But I mean, this is getting to be as good a start as C9 could hope for. No first blood just yet, though.
I'm surprised that nobody called out the fact that Misery was missing the whole time. Like, they had vision over this camp that DK Phobos is farming right now. They had vision over the small pool camp as well. They should have known that he was missing and that he was at least somewhere. And yeah, this is quite costly for them because G, he can't really stay in this lane too much. I think he's still doing a good job, but at the same time he's out of region. So this is going to be really tough. Fada does a good job having 2 boards up and making sure that they not only gets the last hits, but also harasses a lot. So this is really tough. And I like this from C9. They rotate Misery to the bottom lane and run dual lanes now. And this sort of breaks up the formation from ASUS.Polar, and the top lane is not as dominant as they wanted it to be.
Oh, they're going for a kill on the Big Daddy. They're going to force out a TP, but they get the stun onto EE, and he just drops the Whirling Axes. But either way, there's pings coming out. They want to get a kill here. Can they find Lil as a Hawk scouting him out? He needs that bash, but can't get it. Looking for the kill onto Phobos now. They turn around. They get those shackles with the tree armor, keeping him alive for just a bit. They split up from the LSA. All right. Not going to be a first blood just yet.
With some good harassment coming out, forcing out all the region from the Lina. And well, this is the thing with like Treant, you know, like if you want to gank somebody, there's always a Treant armor to prevent that. So
oh, they're going again. Do they have an LSA up? They do. Can they connect this? Is the question. They get the Dragon Slave instead. They got enough right clicks. No, he just a little bit too much health with that Tango ticking up. They get the LSA onto Misery, and they're going to be able to get this kill. That's first blood for Phobos in this dual lane up top.
yeah, this is a good trade for the. Like, I think Cloud9 is happy with losing the Shadow Shaman instead of the Troll. So, but yeah, good awareness from ASUS.Polar, knowing that they can actually go again for this. And this is again why I thought that Trillian was really good, because they had these really tanky and strong heroes as well. So, I mean, they had a bad start in the mid lane, but I think they're making up for it now. And yep, G finally has boots and bottle, and he did keep up with farms, so it was okay for him actually.
He's also going to
Could've
pick up
been a
those
lot worse.
arcanes too, it seems, as he heads towards the secret shop. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
And he's just going to keep bottle crowing, so making up for lost time. And not too bad. Fada though, he's got about the same amount of farm as him. Well, not last hit wise, but same amount of gold. Keeping up in that aspect, but he's going for the Boar Hawk max with 2 points in the axes, so some good harass from him. And once he gets 6, that's where the real kill potential kind of comes into effect, and we'll probably see some supports roam out towards his mid lane. G's just kind of pump faking the RP there. I've seen many a time where some pros kind of fake it out but actually commit it, and it's like, oh, whoops.
Oh, this wasn't planned. But yeah, the lane we haven't really talked about is the bottom lane, which
Nope.
I think is actually quite interesting, considering that Bone 7 is crushing that lane. Like, Illidan does not have a good time here.
Yeah, the fact that the Sticky Napalm is leveled up first over Firefly or anything like that just makes it so much freaking harder for the Slark to move around and really just be able to get harassed off on a Bone 7 like he would like to. But Bone now going to go into the Radiant Jungle, farm up like that, and he does actually have his Tranquil Boots when he wants to pick those up. And
Yeah, he's...
DD, Aces.
Oh, they just lost vision of a top rune, so they don't even know that G has this rune. I mean, they know that he has a rune, but I'm not sure if they saw which rune it was.
Alright, so
Oh, they're going top again.
can they get him this time? He's trying to get those Whirling Axes out, but can't really find it, so he backs off instead. Interesting. I'm kind of waiting to see how C9 are going to play this one out, because once they hit that mid-game stride, we'll see them probably really start to be able to take the towers down. Got to get the Shadow Shaman up to level 6 first before anything. Like, getting him those Serpent Wards is a really big deal.
I'm not even sure if they're waiting for this, because level 6 is kind of far off considering, you know, what he's been doing thus far. Like, he's been roaming a lot, trying to, you know, make sure that his lanes are working out. He hasn't really gotten a lot of experience. I mean, he's sitting at level 3.5. I think what they're actually waiting for is for Bone 7 to have either Boots of Travels or Blink. I think with that they can make a lot of stuff happen. I think Misery for now is just making sure that a lane doesn't die. I don't think they're using him to gank, but to counter gank. So, yeah, just the way they're positioning. I think C9 is feeling very safe right now. They just want to make sure that nothing bad happens, and as soon as they have a Blink or Boots of Travel on Bone 7, I think that's the moment where they start, you know, doing things.
Okay. We did have Illidan actually use his Shadow Dance just to regen back up in the bot lane here. Having a pretty tough time against Bone, and this is the most farm Bone has had in this whole set. He played the Phoenix last time and was struggling quite a bit against the Silencer, but he's going to get jumped on here. He's just going to TP straight on out. He should be good to go. Boop, there you go. Back to base he goes.
Yeah, good awareness from Bone 7, but at the same time also good from Illidan, forcing that TP out, making sure that not only does he get the rune, he also gets a free farming lane. So this is quite good. Bone 7 rotates to the jungle now. I like this as well, because there is a stack camp after all, and with this he should be able to get, well, either Boots of Travel or Blink, whatever he desires. I actually think Blink would be better right now, just because the state of the game, I think they need a bit more tempo, and they can't really have any tempo without any items. Ooh, they know that Illidan is hiding there. Lil is hiding there.
Let's see, they're going to go into Phobos though. A lot of damage coming on in. Lil though, he's caught out. He's going to get the LSA onto EE. They get the Nether Strike out too, and oh man, he just dies. G coming in with the RP solo dolo onto Misery. Gonna skewer him back. That's going to be one dead Shaman. But the Roar, actually, he's still alive for just a little bit. He's got enough for an Extract, but he can't get it off. And now Phobos, does he die? The whirling axe, the twin axes are enough, and that's a little bit of a 2-for-2 trade. And I'm really surprised it went like that. That was a really close exchange where C9 could actually came out ahead.
Yeah, I think ASUS.Polar is very happy with that exchange, making sure that Envy dies. And I mean, they do trade sort of equally. I mean, they trade an offlaner and a support for a carry and a support, but at the same time, you know, just making sure that Envy doesn't have as much is okay. And I mean, DK Phobos, he's a Spirit Breaker. He doesn't really need many items, right?
He's already got his urn, so he's ready to kill anyway.
Yeah.
Not
and he's
surprising.
charging. He's charging Big Daddy No Tail. He is alone on this lane though, but there's a very good lane ward as well. So
he's got no mana.
Yeah, but I think he's aware of that. Yeah.
The tree line. Wait a minute. They might commit. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
It's always so like anticlimactic when the Spirit Breaker just stops mid charge. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to the lane instead. Screw it, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, Bone 7, he has a blink now, and he's waiting in the enemy lane, enemy jungle. Does he see G? I don't think he does.
Is it a Firefly? Now he does.
Now he sees him.
Yeah, but it just is just Firefly across the ravine anyway.
Oh, I think G pinged him out. Did he see the blink? Well, they kind of have to know that he has blink at this point. Like, they haven't seen... Oh, solo kill on Misery.
Misery is trying to find this level 6. He's been solo farming for quite a bit, trying to get this XP and just can't get it. Now we're getting solo killed by Illidan, giving Illidan his first bit of taste of blood, and that's going to accelerate his, it seems, Hand of Midas to come out.
Yeah, he goes back to the Midas. It's pretty common. Go boots first, like, or treads first, and then going back for the Midas. I like that choice as well. I mean, they have a lot of mid-game aggression already with the Treants, with the Lina even, or with the Spirit Breaker. So they don't need. Ooh. Well, they do have the blink, so that would be quite fitting. It's really difficult against Slark. Yeah, he's already rotating back. He knows that something's up because he saw Misery popping the smoke. So very unfortunate.
No point in really risking it, and with the Max Dark pack too. He's able to clear out this jungle so quickly. Look at the Hawk. Yep, Blink lassoed up. There is no chance of him getting alive out of this one. No, he gets the Shadow Dance off in time. He's got the tree armor too. He's going to be able to pounce out. They can track him though. They can slow him down too with that Hawk and the sticky napalm. 3 stacks in. G in the meantime finds a kill onto EE. So both of the main cores going down from ASUS and C9. So a bit of a global trade. It seems that the Blink was exposed. G picks up a kill. And the same is said for Bone 7.
Oh, that was really close. They almost didn't get him. But yeah, that Hawk, I didn't even think about this potential, like slowing him down because they do keep the vision on him. It's actually pretty difficult for G to deal with. He may opt for a Shadow Blade just because of that. I mean, he may go for a Shadow Blade regardless of that, but still.
That does destroy his timing for the Hand of Midas too. So
I mean,
that's how he
after
couldn't
the
buy it.
Midas. I mean, after the Midas.
Oh yeah. I was just saying with the death though, like he can't get the Hand of Midas right now. He would have been able to get it prior to the death, but I don't think he had enough gold. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of his gold. Fada's going for the Necro units. Not too surprising. His micro's been pretty on point so far.
Yeah, it's Necro True already as well.
Yeah.
He's farming really well. Look at that. Yeah, he's sitting at the top of the net worth chart. And with this, they smoke up. They do have, I believe... No, they don't have level 6 on Misery. Quite unfortunate for him. Top lane, we have a Polar smoke as well.
Uh-oh.
Was this spotted by the ward? That's the question.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think somebody pinged it out, but I'm not sure. They won't find anybody though. It's really good timing from Cloud9 to be ganking.
Oh, EE also was smart enough to not push into the wave, so had he done that, they would have looped back around and probably just killed them.
Yeah. I like this from ASUS.Polar though. They drop a very aggressive ward into the jungle, so if they do want to gank at some point, they know where to go. They did spot Envy, but I'm not sure they're gonna get him, even though they have the blink on G now. Nah, they're not gonna get him. Yeah, smart movement from Eternal, not from Eternal, well, also from Eternal Envy, but from Cloud9 in general. And with this, they get a free tier 1 tower. There's nothing they can do about it.
They might trade mid for it, though, it seems. They're kind of forcing this wave out. The double boars, though, being really annoying to Illidan. Not allowing him to just run away like he would like to.
Yeah, now C9 can contest his mid lane.
Charge. Going in. Big Daddy No Tail. He's going to get himself another struck. And now is he going to get the bash off? Yes, he does. Into the pounce. But G stealing the kill away with that shockwave. And now Storm Rage is going to heal up, look to re-go into this fight. We got ourselves a lasso onto Phobos. He gets the tree armor. He's going to stay alive for just a little bit longer, but shock down. Fada steals it with the axes. And another 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah, but a trade very much in favor of C9. I mean, trading support for an offlane is always something you want to do. And if Theta had a blink here, they would even have more, you know, initiation. But with this, they're just fine. Imagine if he had a blink, they could jump even another hero. So I think this is going to be his next item after the Necro 3.
Is he close to Necro 3? Oh, he actually has it. Never mind. Cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we went for the Blink Dagger right afterwards.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a really good item to have to jump Slark. You kind of have to surprise him.
So, item progression-wise, Lil doesn't have too much besides his wands. We got G with the Blink and the Haste bottled. Oh, Blink, RP coming in with the Bone 7. LSA on top, Laguna Blade committed, and Shockwave for the finisher. G pops the Haste, and he's not going to look to turn around, but they'll take that free kill on Bone 7. That is pretty unfortunate timing for him to get up there into that top lane. And FNG, he's got a Staff of Wizardry. Is he going for Ags? Or will he pick up a Yules?
Nah, that's gonna be an Axe.
Yeah.
Kind of have to rush the Axe on the Treant. The oldest, like, the vision you get from that is too good, to be honest. Especially against teams like Cloud9 right now, like against their lineup. Having the vision on the map is gonna be so crucial. Just being able to know where they are. Like, for example, Cloud9 is doing Roche right now. I mean, they probably have to know anyway, but, you know, if you have the Treant old vision thingy, you'd know it for sure.
So, we got the first Roche going down. They committed Serpent Wars to that. EE gets it no problem, and I mean they're looking pretty good. This is kind of the same start that they had when they were playing last game. They get put down just a little bit, but they keep to their play. They keep split pushing a little bit. They get their picks. They don't have the most kills to start, but you know, once we hit that mid game stride and we start seeing them do their thing, they do have a gold lead at this point, 2,000 plus. XP is looking about 1,000, so. At least in terms of graphs, they're doing well, despite the kill discrepancy.
Yeah, but at the same time, this doesn't really mean too much for
No.
ASUS.Polar. Like, ASUS.Polar have a really good lineup to just fight from behind as well. The RP alone can just turn around the whole game. Just one good RP can change a game, so... you know, ASUS.Polar, they feel confident, they just want to take the tower for now, and I think they want to take a fight right now. Because they have all of their ults up. except for RP, but that's gonna be back in 10 seconds. So.
Oh, it's gonna be a big fight here. FNG gets the overgrowth on the tree. That's gonna be Big Daddy No-Tail getting blown up here. He's got himself the small cap hitting him up too. He buys back to get into this fight, pops the ultimate. They're gonna get the kill into both 7 though. Axis going to Phobos. He's down. That's gonna be a 2 for 2 so far with the buyback. Still in the chains, the shackles. Look at them go. Fada gets the kill on that one, and that was a sick looking animation there, but that's gonna be a 3 for 2 with the buyback forced out from the C9 side, and they win that fight handily. Woo, that was really well played from C9 to not like hesitate there.
It really was. I thought this was Ace's fight for sure. They had a really strong initiation with the overgrowth from FNG.
But there wasn't an RP fast enough. If that had been a
Yeah,
3-man RP, that would have been it.
And it only hit like one guy. Like, it was really unfortunate timing because I just said it's back in another 10 seconds. And, well, those 10 seconds were actually quite crucial. And since he
Illidan.
hesitated...
He's guised up. He doesn't need a Shadow Blade when he has guys. I forgot about that. That's pretty cool. They don't know. Oh, he actually goes in. Bone 7. Oh, Fada's not responding fast enough. The Whirling Axes come in, but they do end up popping the Aegis. And Illidan should be able to get out of this, but will EE be able to? Those boars slowing down Illidan so much. He's like, what the hell, man? Stopped. Force staffing forward. G's now getting slowed up by the boars. These boars are so annoying. Forcing the skewer back, too. They blink forward. Fada getting the Axis out there. The Laguna getting traded, but it doesn't do much damage. Gonna get the zaps in. One from No-Tail, and then the Whirling Axis. No, but the zap comes in. No-Tail secures that kill. And in the meantime, what's happening to Bone 7? Nether Strike comes in, the overgrowth comes out. Phobos actually getting lassoed before the Nether Strike. Misery is just trying to kite around, but the Nether Strike connects. And then a little slap in from the tree stump comes out. Some slow coming out. He can't turn around. That's 4 stacks. The Firefly's going to tick for so much. He tries to charge out of here, and he can make it. But the Thunder God's Wrath is committed. They reveal FNG. They're blinking forward. The boar. They can't get this kill into the tree. Nature's Guy is just a little too strong. Maybe you got to commit to an early gem. From the C9 side, seems I might have lost Skim here. We'll have him call me back real quick, but that was rather impressive to see happen. The courier almost dying off there, as Illidan did get one smack in, but not enough to kill it off. And we might be back to solo casting. I was enjoying, you know, being able to have some banter. I can't banter with myself, sadly. I could try, but then I'd seem insane. Welcome back. Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Welcome back.
Hello. Hello.
weird.
That was weird.
It's okay, man. You didn't miss much.
Phew. Was still a good engagement from like what I did see was just C9 playing really strong. Like they're making really smart trades as well, and with their pushing lineup, I mean, look at the map right now. They have not lost a single tower, but they took down 3 towers. And it's not even like they're pushing intensively. They're just like, you know what? We're just getting a kill here and there, and then we just casually take a tower. They're not even like forcing the issue. They just hit their timings perfectly. And ASUS.Polar, I think they have to be a bit more, you know, they have to play a bit more safe. Because I think thus far they've played really aggressively. I like that they were looking for a fight top because they had a pretty good timing on that. They were
Oh no! Gee! What a play by Fada! Just blinks away from the RP in time, and they just shut him down. Ooh. The fast fingers from Fada.
Oh, this has to hurt. This has to hurt a lot because with this RP they can't take a fight until it's back up, and with this they're probably just gonna lose 1 tower if not 2.
Do they even try to break high ground? I don't think they do, but that's asking for a little bit too much. But a tier 2 is enough. So.
No, I don't think they have to break high ground. They can just take tier 2 towers.
Yep.
Fada's already positioning himself in the lane to push that one out. So, yeah, this is very rough. G not having the luckiest game of his life.
Oh, they're gonna charge. They're gonna commit to this right now. Bone 7. Another strike actually gets put up to the high ground. They can't see him. Oh, so he just jukes down towards the bot. They're looking for a kill into EE or Misery. Misery might be the more likely one. As he turns around, he pops out the Dark Pact. He's going to get himself into the Shadow Dance. No, leashed up still. Misery should be dead. He pops the Ghost Scepter, but the charge is enough to kill him.
I think Misery has been the sacrificial lamb like every time now.
He's playing the Bone 7 role.
Yeah, pretty much. Like every time there was some sort of like fight or initiation, he just sacrificed himself. And oh, gee, I think he's going to die again.
Oh, gee. Will he get out of this? He's lassoed up. Yep, Fada be able to take up the kill with those axes. He is on a mega kill streak right now, 5-0-3. And well played. Now they TP up top. Do they have the Roar? They do actually, so he can blink in. Looking for a kill possibly on the Illidan Stormrage. You get the Whirling Axes out. The Roar can't connect just yet. Bone 7's getting charged up. Roar onto Lil as DK Phobos comes into this. He's looking for the Nether Strike. Gonna get it onto Bone 7. Picks up the kill there. Last hitting him out. And that's gonna be a 3-for-1 trade so far. Looking for some more though. Fada chasing this one out. Going out to Lil. He realizes his position. He's gonna pop the Hawk. Some Little is gonna trade just TP on out. And do they find anything? Do they get Phobos? Do they get Illidan?
Nah,
They do
I
not.
don't think they can get him, yeah. This is ambitious, I guess, from C9. I can't imagine what they said in TeamSpeak, like, ignore the Slark, go for the Lina, because they really tried to ignore the Slark. But, you know, Illidan was just like, hey guys, if you ignore me, I'm just gonna, you know, tear you apart.
Yeah.
Oh, and Fada, he gets caught out.
And charges onto him too, so Illidan should have no problem getting this kill, but they'll try to stop him. A nice block by the wards. What? Taking the whole path away, and Phobos is like, what the hell?
Oh my god, that was so smart from Misery. Oh my god, he just saved Fada. That would have been such a crucial kill for Illidan.
Oh wait,
He
Illidan's
gets
gonna find
Big
no tail
Daddy
though.
Yeah. But wow, that was a pretty good play from Misery. But yeah, Illidan doing a lot of work, and I think he's keeping them in game, honestly. Like the way he just gives
EE?
his pickoffs.
He's probably dead. Yep, Laguna down. Now looking for Misery. Even with the Ghost Step though, he gets jumped on. Gonna get lead sheeted up, and Illidan has got a double kill, but he gets lassoed back into Fada. There is a Roar right after this. They chain it on top of it. LSI's only gonna set up one, but he gets the tree armor. Illidan's gonna be able to stay alive and pounce out of this for a bit. The overgrowth too to keep him alive. Woo, and he makes it out, but now Lil, he's caught, and this is just a bloodbath now. We're at 30 kills at 23 minutes. This is not a typical C9 game. They're hunting, they're looking for this kill on FNG. Can they get it? The Necro unit's not able to spot him out. There's a charge coming on to Fada though. They throw the flame break up, they actually knock him back a little bit. They can see him. Can they get this kill? There's not much DC. They're going to slow him down just a bit, but Illidan Stormrage is still alive. Connects the pounce in onto Fada. They're going to get the stun up, and Fada just trying to run as fast as possible. They're so slow. They get the shackles in. Phobos turning around for the Nether Strike, but the flame break stopping him from stopping Misery. And Phobos is dead. Fada's on a double kill. They skewer back Misery. G now going to look to jump on. They get him slowed down with the boars. They get the axes out, but he finally makes it, and I don't even know how many people died. Fada's at 12,000 net worth, too.
I'm not even sure if if you click on show fight recap, I'm not sure if it's able to keep up.
Yeah, it can't. We probably lost like 4 kills there.
Yeah, I think everybody died in the last 2 minutes, but at the same time, everybody got a kill or something because they fought near tower, so everybody could just TP back in, you know. Hectic fight, but I guess in the end, C9 sort of won. I guess
They
because
killed
did get-
Illidan. They killed,
Yeah,
I believe,
exactly.
G. I don't know where he was in that whole fight. He might have died earlier on in it, but
Yeah, he died early on when they killed Eternal Envy. He actually managed to kill G first before he died. So, but yeah, this was such a hectic and chaotic fight or engagement overall. And C9, I mean, they still haven't lost a tower, so I think they feel pretty confident with that.
I'm gonna look at the graph real quick. Let's see, what do we got? 5,000 goldine. This has really not changed too much. XP wise, the same story. So, I mean, the game still stays close. 1 RP with an empowered Slark changes just about everything. So, gotta always keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, but at the same time, C9 obviously they have the advantage here, and they have a better map positioning just because they did take down 3 towers. They are on the dire side. They have a pretty good Roche lineup. So Roche is back up. If they do want to go for that, they can take it down pretty easily. And yeah, they have a lot of split push potential as well with the Beastmaster, with the Troll, with the Shadow Shaman. So they're in a good position from here on out if they play it right, because they can't really give too many kills away to G. As soon as he has a BKB, which he's opting for now, it's gonna be really tough hero to take down. And yeah, there it is. Envy starts on Roche by himself. He can probably do it by himself as well.
Yeah, probably drop just Stout Shield and it'll be fine. So, another Aegis over to the C9 side, and smoked up is some of the members of C9 looking to probably get a pick out here. Scouting for some wards, his Big Daddy No-Tail, the Zeus. And now we got a BKB for Illidan, so this will help him out a little bit in these fights.
I mean, look at how much he did without the BKB thus far. And
5, 2, and 3, not bad.
yeah, at the same time, yeah, sure, Beastmaster Roar and the Bad Ready Last. Oh, jungle.
Oh, we got to charge in, but the Hex is going to save Big Daddy No-Tail for a bit. The wards come out again. Phobos is like, God damn these freaking wards. He's going to die to them again. The Roar comes out. They kill off G. Fada is godlike. Well, now we got EE chasing out. They get the little bit of a reveal from the Necro. They pick off the tree, and only trading Bone 7 and all that hustle and bustle.
they're doing like C9 is playing so well coordinated. They just know, okay, this guy's dead. Let's just go for the like you go for that one. Fada singling out G in that fight and making sure that he A doesn't have mana and B is not in a position to RP at all. So he didn't get his RP off at all, and you know with that they take their loss.
Take their loss. Let's reset. Try to do something for Illidan here. He's still got this Midas off cooldown. Should never be on cooldown. What are you doing? I mean, never off cooldown. It should always be on cooldown, but all right. Aegis still for C9. Like, Troll's getting pretty big, but man, Fada, his beast. I mean, yeah, Fada, his Beastmaster play has been insane. He's almost got a refresher too. So, I mean, once we get that, double roars all the way across the lane, and there's gonna be a lot of people pretty upset with how long they're stunned for.
Yeah, and like Fada is doing every time he plays a mid hero, he makes sure that not only is he involved in so many kills, like he's involved in 14 out of 19 kills, but he's also the most farmed hero on the map.
He still doesn't
Like,
die.
Yeah, I have no idea how he does it. Every time, on every hero, he makes sure that he's very active around the map, but keeps on farming effectively as well, you know? Like,
Maybe
with
he's
this-
just a baiter. Just sacrifices his teammates.
I mean, look at Misery. He has sacrificed himself for sure. Like, 2-7.
He's trying, man. He's trying. But, I mean, he's had some good ward play. Him and Big Daddy No-Tail, we don't, like, credit them too much, but No-Tail's mini stuns from the Lightning Bolt, too, have been pretty helpful with stopping Phobos multiple times. And the Plague, not the Plague wards, but the Serpent wards have been just destroying a lot of these team fights, so. Well,
Yeah.
Once we see this push start being committed out, too, from the C9 side, like, you got Battle Trance, you got wards. This is the pushing comp that we were looking to see come out of them, and they still have yet to lose a tier 1 tower. And Illidan's trying to get the first one up top, but will there be a defense?
I don't think they're going
They're gonna
they will.
TP. The glyph was already used though. Oh, that stops the TP. Yeah, he's like, screw that.
Oh, this is really unfortunate because they know that Fada can come into this fight, but luckily they do disengage. I swear to God, DK Phobos' ult was channeled through already, and Fada he's got caught out mid bottom lane.
Mass TPs. This is a huge kill on the Fada. Whew. Committed RP. Didn't even need to lose Laguna, but how much did they get off that? They got about 2,000 gold and about 2,800 XP off of just one kill.
That Fada is a very high priority kill. I mean, he has the highest net worth, and I believe he's also the highest level. Yeah, he is. So a very high priority kill. And ooh,
Oh, Blink.
Illidan.
Illidan, that's a good way to show that you have that Blink dagger coming out, and he's just dead. They even commit lasso, and Bone Seven's like, I'm gonna take this kill. With the
Misery, such a god.
Firefly. Yeah, Misery, man. He's been lurking, waiting in the wings to finally get that Blink dagger, and once he gets it, he gets a kill. So, not bad.
I also like his item build. Like he went for Tranquils and Soul Ring. Usually on Shadow Shamans you see straight Arcane Boots. Just because the mana replenish is really, really good on this hero. He has a low mana pool, or low mana region, I should say. Soul Ring is usually very risky because he's super squishy, and he like using Soul Ring just, you know, makes you even squishier. But he's played around that fact quite well thus far.
Oh boy. So, now we see them kind of pressuring a little bit. They still have the Aegis on E for, I believe, another minute or so, if not less. They haven't really put it to too much use. They're still trying to push out some tier 2s, still trying to farm up a bit. And now with this BKB, is this the item that lets them push up as much as they would like? Not too sure. FNG's still warding up. He's got his Ags. The only thing is we don't see as many leaves on the map as we should. There should be a lot more little leaflets out there. And none of them are on the dire side. They're all radiant, so this is defensive play coming in from this Treant. He can't risk going aggressive right now.
Yeah, and it's also pretty rough on him because they have so much protection. Like they have the Necrobooks, they have the Lightning Bolt,
Yep.
and the Zeus, and I believe they bought a gem. I'm not sure who has it right now. It's on Misery now, so yeah, it's really tough for them to, you know, or for FNG to keep vision. Oh, Bone 7.
He's caught up with the overgrowth. He's gonna get jumped on, and he's actually just dead instantly. Now who do they go for next? They're going out to Fada. They're gonna be able to get this kill. Laguna RP on top. EE's gonna fall next. They even try to get the Fusro Dahl out, but it doesn't matter. They drop EE. The Aegis is out. They kill the Necro units off too, and he's just gonna look to pop his BKB and try to turn the fight. He's gonna get what he can, but he gets bashed once. Can they bash him again? Yes, they can. Even with the charge coming out from Phobos onto No-Tail, he gets bashed too. He's gonna drop. EE trying to kill off Illidan. They get the Hex in. The ward's coming out. They zap down Illidan. No, he's still alive, just barely. He had about 50 HP there, and that's a full wipe for nothing. ASUS.Polar come out big, 3,300 gold, 5,000 XP. Oh,
Full
man.
wipe for nothing, and they even lost the gem that they just purchased. This was a really weird engagement from C9. Like, they went in very aggressively on Bone 7, even though they had no vision whatsoever on the enemies. Like, they had a Hawk, I think. Yeah, they had a Hawk on the secret shop, but that's it. Very aggressive movement coming in. They weren't even, they weren't even in a good position to fight. Like, just because Bone 7 is so much faster than anybody else, so... I don't know, this was such a weird engagement, and yeah, ASUS, they punish it pretty quickly. They played that really, really well. They just went for hero after hero and made sure that they focused Envy with a lot of their spells, so...
Yep.
Rough game, and now FNG, he has...
Bone 7, he's in... Oh, okay, never mind.
Playing with our hearts.
Yeah. And now they're able to get some of the leaves out there now. They're getting some aggressive vision over towards the dire side jungle. Bone 7, he's got his Mask of Madness. He's just blinking forward. He's got to be careful. He's got to be really careful with that.
I think he's playing way too aggressive. Yeah.
Illidan?
Like,
no? Okay.
considering that he doesn't even have vision in his own jungle, like in most parts of his own jungle. And oh my god, look at the map. The eyes in the forest from FNG. So strong.
You know, I was casting a Treant game yesterday, and I was like, why does it called Eye of the Forest? Why wouldn't it be like something else? Like, there could be a better name for that.
I mean, it's technically a ward, right?
I guess, but come on.
So it's an eye that you have in the forest.
It's not even an eye, it's like a leaf. It's a leaf of the forest.
Well, it used to be an owl that would.
I
like,
remember
in
the
Dota
owl,
1,
yeah.
Yeah, it was an owl. I think that was called Eye of the Forest. So I guess they just adapted the name because it's technically just the same spell.
Okay. Well, here we go. They use Thunder God's Wrath to kind of scout out just a little bit of ASUS. They're going to commit some pressure to this tier 2, but they back up immediately. Not going to risk it right now. Nature Guy's up. They get the BKB out from Phobos. He's going to keep charging, though. Big Daddy No-Tail can't go anywhere. He's going to get himself Netherstruck, trying to help him out as EE. They drop the wards on top, too. They get the Roar out, but it doesn't do anything. Is the BKB from Stormrage? I don't know what happened there, but that Roar just missed completely. So, Fada, he's going to TP out home. They're going to still keep the chase onto EE. They get the charge out, too. Bone 7 ready with the lasso. Has his blink available, but Illidan Stormrage decides to back off, and they're going to go for a tower kill instead, but hanging around, Bone 7 wants it. Can they get it, though? Without EE having his BKB up, he gets Overgrowth. That's just the effect of the Eyes of the Forest, and he just goes down. So now a big kill onto EE, and even more tower pushing coming in, and just a huge rubber band back from the Aces side.
These BKBs are making sure that the supports from C9 can basically do nothing. Oh,
They
Bone
found
7.
Bone 7. He's in a blink. They're going to commit? No. Okay. They had Laguna, but I guess not.
But yeah, these BKBs are so difficult to deal with. Like, what are you gonna do when there's just a cow running at you with a BKB? You know, like, super tanky, you can't really do anything against it. Like, every time he charges in, Envy tries to bash him, so he doesn't actually get his ult off. But, you know, that's the only thing you're pretty much reliant on. And last fight, the Roar from the Beastmaster got dispelled by the Slark, but the Dark Pact, so... This is so difficult to play against these heroes when they all have BKB, and G, yeah, he has one as well, so it's gonna be rough for C9. I would even say they should probably try to avoid team fights. Like, they have a really good split pushing lineup, they have a really good ganking lineup as well if they want to, so why take team fights all of a sudden?
I don't know. It's really weird. They pick up another gem too, and oh man, FNG's almost gets refresher, but they find a pick off on Illidan, and they need this. That's one Roar. They're gonna commit the second one, possibly. No, they just blow up instead. All right, huge kill, very much so needed. And I didn't even realize, but the Beastmaster's not too bad against the Treant. You know, you clear out the trees pretty easily with those axes.
Yep. They also have the Firefly, so they can deal with these Treants with these eyes in the forest, but at the same time it's difficult, you know, to always be there, to always commit to this, and you know, just to find all of them. And they're sitting in the rush pit, and unfortunately it's not up.
All right, well,
But they smoke out.
Smoking 5-man, looking for the hunt. They're paying out Phobos, so lasso isn't available just yet. 15 more seconds on the cooldown, but refresher going in for the Roar. He pops his BKB. They roar up Phobos, but they find FNG instead, so taking the easier kill for now. Phobos still a little bit stunned up. He's gonna choose to churn and charge over towards that top lane, and he does make it out while Misery blinked to the tree line. He's kind of stuck there for a little bit, but yeah, they'll break the trees for him with the Firefly, and now they commit to the push that we were talking about that they have so much of.
Yeah, so this I like much more. Like, this is what their lineup is designed for. Like, get a pick off, get a get, or maybe even get 2 pickoffs, because they have these heroes for that. They have a Bad Rider, they have a Beastmaster. Get the pickoff and then it just transition into a push. I think they've been team fighting way too much, considering that ASUS.Polar have a better team fight lineup.
Maybe they feel like they have the wombo combo team of last game. But they get this tier 3 in mid, and so that means racks are exposed. Roche is up in about a second, and look at that perfect timing from EE. Going in there, dropping his bottle, and picking himself up nice Aegis, and there's a cheese too. More than likely for Fada, I'd say.
The cheese, yeah, probably. I think you want to keep him alive. And Bone 7 looks like he's gonna go for his max movement speed build up, so he doesn't really have space for it. And they're not gonna commit to this. They have to, yeah. They saw.
Oh, Illidan is going forward. He uses pounce with the auto attack from Bone 7, gives away his position. He just used Dark Pact, and the charge was coming in too. Flame breaking him over the side of the ledge. That was pretty smart, but all right, they back out. No Aegis and cheese just yet for C9. Gonna scout him out too with that Thunder God's Wrath. Illidan, he's hungry. He's scouting. Oh, the overgrowth does connect to the Big Daddy No Tail. Will they get this kill? He 4 stabs away. Okay, no one's gonna dive just yet. And now
you gotta feel so scared when you're like a Zeus sitting there being overgrowth. Gotta know that there's Slark coming for you.
Are they just gonna give up this Aegis?
No, they're gonna fight this. They're gonna fight this.
They scouted it, some TP's coming in. Both Big Daddy No Tail's gonna be a little bit late. They find themselves a lasso on a Lil. They're gonna be trying to get this kill as soon as possible. Phobos gonna get the Nether Strike in onto Bone 7. The RP on the 2. EE's stuck inside of that one. BKB, the Luna Blade comes out. The roar helps just a bit, but EE's gonna drop. He pops the Manta. It's not enough to keep him alive. Misery just kiting around a bit, but now this is free reign for Illidan, beating down into Fada. The charge comes in as well. Phobos on a killing spree. Misery stays alive just barely. Big Daddy No Tail wasn't even in that fight, and Misery actually gets a kill. He zaps down Phobos. But Big Daddy No Tail, he's caught out. Illidan Storm Range, gonna have that pounce. The Yules comes in to help him line it on up, and there it is. G with a shockwave, killing spree. That's a 4-for-1 exchange. Polar, more than happy with that trade, and now they get the Aegis.
Oh, that was almost an amateur mistake from Cloud9. Like they grouped up almost perfectly for the RP. And you know, like this is an issue when you play Bad Rider against Magnus, because when you lasso somebody that is not the Magnus, usually just, you know, when you lasso someone, you group up and try to kill him as soon as possible. But you know, at the same time, you also group up perfectly for a overgrowth. Oh, he just farmed creeps with that.
Yep.
But yeah, it also lines up perfectly for an RP, and that was quite disgusting. This is just, yeah, ASUS.Polar's really strong teamfight combo with the Magnus, and you know, Slark just being Slark.
Just being Slark, that's all there is to it. Just Illidan Slark rage. He's now got a Scotty though, so that's gonna help out a ton. He still has the Basher too, and with this Aegis, I mean, he's pretty much set to fight. They still have to break the base though, and that's gonna be a little tough, especially with these double roars online for Fada.
Yeah, double roar is nice, but at the same time, like, Fada was very hesitant to roar in that fight. Like, he wasn't really sure, who do I roar. He waited really long until he roared DK Phobos, I believe. And it is really difficult, because at the same time you kind of want to roar the Slark, but at the same time...
Oh, they got the last on a Phobos. They're going to hex him up. There's a TP coming in from Fada too with those boots of travel, and they get the kill. Alright. They keep getting these nice little picks. The only thing is, Illidan's still huge. These aren't pickoffs on the Slark. These aren't pickoffs on the Magnus.
I think the big issue for Cloud9 is that they've reached a stage where even getting one pickoff, even if it's a core such as the Spirit Breaker, it doesn't really transition into a push.
Nope.
Just because of how strong ASUS.Polar has gotten right now. Like, Illidan alone is such a huge threat that you can't, like, unless you kill him, you can't really take a tower, or you can't really push in, so... This is a very difficult stage for C9.
Big Daddy No Tail getting caught out here by the Overgrowth. FNG just uses Refresher to pick up that kill. And, oh man, exposing that one while Illidan can't find himself. A quick pick.
Oh, top lane.
Oh yeah, this is Laguna Blade coming out to Bone 7. He's dead.
At the same time, though, Misery gets the kill on G. Like, it was a really smart war trap against the BKB hero, and with that, he also gets the tower, so that was a smart play from him. And overall, good trade from C9. Like, giving away Bone 7 for Magnus and a tower, I think they're pretty fine with that.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah. But yeah, as I said, Refresh Orb and FNG, like, oh god. Hey, this hero, man. This hero. It's gonna
Yeah.
be really annoying in team fights.
I can't wait to see some more Treant play and how people like play their own style. It'll more than likely be just Ags rushing Treants, but it's still pretty fun to see how much control Treant now brings to the table with that new Ags effect. It's not really new, but in the most recent patches, the Ags effect.
And it's really like even though C9 have a lineup that can pretty much deal with these eyes, you can see the whole map is still lit because you can't keep track of all of the whole map, right?
He's caught up by an overgrowth. Oh, Illidan actually misses the jump, but they get the bash. Can they get the Nether Strike? Oh, actually use Nether Strike instead, but there's the bash. Second bash coming through. Oh, he's got to be pretty pissed about that, but nice pick up there from the ASUS side, taking a solo kill on E, who was aggressively farming the Meridian jungle.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can do that when you're playing against a Treant. Just because you have to assume that there's going to be lots of vision from the Treant in his own jungle. So like if you're playing any other hero, what you'd use a carry is you want to farm aggressively as well, just because you leave the rest of your own jungle to your own team. But against the Treant, I'm not sure if that farming pattern is viable anymore.
So C9 still looking to recover a little bit. 10,000 gold lead for ASUS, 15,000 XP plus coming out from the ASUS side. So C9 had that bit of a lead, but then we saw the team fights really go the way of ASUS. And for now, they're just trying to recover farm a little bit, catch up to the Slark. They're worried about RPs, trying to fix their own BKBs. And what are ASUS going to do now? They still got to break the base. They still have mid-racks exposed. DK Phobos, never mind. He had a charge on a Bone 7, but decided to give up on it.
I would love to see ASUS just go for a tower push, maybe. The thing is, like, the Aegis is going to run out soon, and I think they should try to make something happen with this. And, well, it looks like they're just going to go for a kill and fade out.
FNG's got the overgrowth. They're going to pop the overgrowth, and they stop Fada. The charge was connected too. They're going to go in for this right now. Illidan looking to get the frag. Nah, G gets it instead. So, little easy pick off there, but Fada, man, you can't really risk being exposed against this Treant or this Spirit Breaker right now. You get charged, you get revealed by the eyes of the forest. Like that's it. You're pretty much dead.
Yep, it's really rough.
And that Bone 7's getting charged now too.
Ooh.
Will they commit though?
Oh. Nah, I think he should be safe.
Okay.
But yeah, C9, well, what Fada is doing, he's trying to split push, of course, which I very much agree with. But yeah, as you said, he has to be much more careful with this, like extra careful, just because of the extra vision coming out from the Treant and the global ganking potential from ASUS.Polar as well. I mean, they do have the Slark, they do have a Spirit Breaker as well, so they can be anywhere in a very short time. So C9 for now, I think they're just waiting the Aegis and the Aegis out, not the cheese obviously, and looks like they may go for a smoke. I don't know. I guess they feel a bit unsafe in their own overall in the map.
That's what Treant does to you, man. You gotta always be wary of these eyes of the forest, man. You can't clear out the trees forever. You can try, but then you're just wasting time not farming.
Actually, Aegis ran out.
Yeah, it did.
Didn't even catch that. Yeah, didn't even catch that. So
you got about like 3 minutes left till Roshan's back up, so gotta keep an eye out for that. Big Daddy No-Tail still using the ults to scout out some of the ASUS.Polar team, and yeah, just kind of respecting each other at this point. Just still going for that late farm game, and now we got a refresher for the Bat Rider. So Bone 7 has the double lasso.
Oh, okay. I thought he had a Void Stone last time I checked his inventory, and I thought he would go for the max movement speed build with the Yules. But I guess, yeah, refresher, I like it as well. Obviously, being able to use his lasso twice is really strong. Like, lasso is such a strong spell in this matchup. So
I love how No-Tail's been running around with a hatchet. Oh, wait, charge. Bone 7, is he dead? Nether Strike in. Actually knocks him onto the low ground. Illidan blinks up to the high grounds. Oh no, that sucks.
Oh my god, so unfortunate.
Phobos is like, Nether Strike, and no lucky strike for him. So Bone 7 gets out by the skin of his teeth, man.
That would have been such an almost easy kill for them, I want to say.
Oh, that's always funny when that happens too, because the bash can be your best friend and your best enemy, or your worst enemy at times. Like if you knock him up to the high ground, you can't really chase him out. Bone 7 is like, yeah, I'm just gonna take that one, and you guys can hold the salt.
Oh boy. But yeah, this is a very stale phase of the game right now. Just because C9, they can't really commit to anything because, well, ASUS is stronger. And at the same time, ASUS doesn't really want to push, I guess. They don't really want to commit push because C9 have such a strong split push potential. Like, they have such strong split push with any of their heroes, so this is such a weird timing.
I don't really see them being able to team fight right now, and they're just kind of a little too scared. Don't want to risk it, man. EE's died one too many a time from those Eyes of the Forest, and now we got a refresher for the Lina too. So double Laguna. How much damage you got? Like 1,800, I believe. Yeah, about 1,900 damage. So, jeez.
Damn. Double Laguna is gonna hurt a lot.
Double
especially
Laguna,
since he
double Overgrowth, double RP.
Yeah.
Do we get double Nether Strike? No, we don't. Okay.
And this is where Asus lineup is so much stronger in the late game because C9 they technically only have one carry in Eternal Envy. They have a lot of utility in ganking and but not really a carry. And like if ASUS.Polar focuses Troll in the beginning and bursts him down with a double Laguna, like what is C9 gonna offer in the rest of the team fight?
Oh, smoke coming out from the ASUS side. It's going to get broken. Lil's going to try to find something. There's a lasso actually coming out. I don't know where the hell that is, but they actually found Illidan. Oh, no, refresher. They can't get the double lasso. It's a 3-man RP with the Overgrowth on top. Lil finds himself a kill on the side, and look at all this damage coming in. The skewer, the spikes, everything. Illidan stays alive with a double kill. That's a full 5-man wipe. The gem is on the deck. Buyback status is what do we have here? The side of C9 only have 2, and that might just be game.
That was such a rough fight. Like positioning from C9 was pretty weird because they tried to go for Illidan, and they had 2 heroes blink in for him, but Eternal Envy was stuck on the low ground. And yeah, ASUS.Polar, they're playing really well. They're playing this really well right now. They were really patient, and with this, at least 1 lane of Rex, if not 2, and yeah, as you said, possibly the game.
So 1 set of Rex down. Let's see how much damage they can do. The buyback comes in from EE. I'm sure he didn't want to do that, but they forced the buyback out of misery too. And here we go. Everybody's just buying back. Laguna made number 1 committed onto EE. He pops the BKB. He's trying to fight off Illidan. He does get a little bit of a bash lock going. He's trying to get some more, but the Shadow Dance is going to stop it. They turn around, get the roar into Phobos. Misery still gets skewered back. Illidan on a mega kill. He's going to jump in on a Fada, gets roared again, but it doesn't matter. The Overgrowth is there. G's on a killing spree. They kill off everybody who bought back, and that's game number 2. Over to ASUS.Polar as the Insta DC comes out from Bone 7, and we get underway for game number 3. Holy hell. What a set.
Damn.
And
yeah.
Jeez.
Like, ASUS.Polar playing so well. Like, this game was insanely well played from them. They were very patient on their heroes as well, so yeah. I hope game 3 is going to be even better.
Well, there we go. So we're going to hit a quick break, guys. You can hit us up on Twitter if you enjoyed the casting at Skim Gaming and at EGAD Cast. So follow Beyond the Summit, Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. Follow the Star Ladder. Think about picking up the ticket. And we'll see you guys for game number 3 between Cloud9 and Virtus.Pro Polar. Or ASUS.Polar, excuse me.